do my life and make me wanna holler.
It's gonna be a cold summer. Hustlers don't choose the weather. Propaganda got us all trying to bubble like goose feathers. We all train through pain and all terrains and stay focused on the root of all evil that's on our brain. Street raised, but a panther at heart. For the bucks, the deer, someone put an antler in our heart. And for that reason, no matter the season they selected, stop hating, start chasing this money as a collective. Dough is the objective. Build bridges, not burn them. The tables our bad hand was dealt on. It's time to turn. Turn the buyers to suppliers. Get a game, some balance. Change rocks to building blocks. A real switch up challenge. Coronavirus did some shit we all witnessed together. What up, blood? What up, cuz? Let's get our business together. They already got Nipsey and somebody smoke popping. Over 20 years later, we don't know who shot Pop. My brother Tay got shot. We still looking for justice. It's like the niggas that did it and the police said fuck us. We got murders unsolved. Healthcare is unresolved. And in the midst of it all, I still hope we all evolve. A broke nickel ain't never made a nigga a dime. I'm on God's clock. Y'all brag about demon time. This the life we all chose. That's it. Cause what you eat don't make me shit. Nigga, where's the love?
This is the life we all chose. Will we live or die? Only God knows. Wanna wash away my sins, but it's feeling like the evil got control. I think the devil got a hold of my soul. Say me, Lord, we all living for the money dollar. The way they do my life, it make me wanna holler. Say me, Lord, we all living for the money dollar. The way they do my life, it make me wanna holler. This is the life we all chose. Will we live or die? Only God knows. This is the life we all chose. Will we live or
Yeah. It's so sexy. It's so grown and sexy. Would you agree? I know you do. You might want to two-step to this one. Pull your gators out, linen suits, you know what I mean? Blazers, jeans, pair of ice creams. You know how we do. Hey, yo, smooth is this groove you're listening to. The hoes is on me, chrome cologne, feeling like I'm at home. I'm ready to step like R. Kelly. But the only thing coming out the closet is the gators, you feel me? I got flavor, all the haters wanna kill me. I'm so player, all the ladies wanna steal me from my baby mama. But oh well, we gon' keep riding like Michelle and Obama. You can tell by the way I smell, I got so much paper, I can pay your bills. I'm so hot to death, I'm on fire like Richard Pryor, like Mel. But y'all know, fuck hoes, getting those my motto. And that's what I follow like it's no tomorrow. I go so hard like the folks in Vice Lords. All I need is a mic like the old Chicago.
Woke up around 8 o'clock in the morning and gave myself a stretch up. I'm on the yawning. Went to the bathroom so I could wash up to brush my teeth and take a couple puffs off of the blunt and said, mirror, mirror, who is the flyest? The image looked back at me and replied, you shit.
I'm like one more time in the bathroom.
I'm so fly, so fresh, and I'm on my grown man, so sexy, yes. Feeling like I just took a whole bath of success. On the road to riches in every direction I step. Yeah, but anywho, this is something you get moved to. Get your two-step on, we make your body move. Shout out old Dizzle on a Doc J instrumental, official like referees with mics just whistles.
Each one.
Yeah. It's so sexy, it's so grown.
All right, we pause it, y'all. We on camera. Somebody take it too long. They should have been did this.
You just now offered.
I told you, nope. I offered in the group,
actually. But you ain't say nothing when I got here until we ready to go live. Now you talking about I'm.
She in the way, y'all.
I don't even know if that's working. Can y'all see? Can we see?
It's good enough, I think. It'll get fixed.
It'll be fine.
What's good with y'all? We live. Let me put,
hey.
All right. So a couple of our hosts are not here today. It's day-to-day podcast, so things happen. They'll be back next week, but it's me and my girls, Els, and my cousin Crystal in the building.
Hey.
And we gonna keep it going. Happy Wednesday, Women Wednesdays, everybody. tonight the topic is hold on, because I'm doing like a million things at once.
Moving
y'all.
from one relationship to the next with baggage and mental health.
Because that goes into that, if you ask
Yes,
me.
it does. Yes, it does.
You better know it.
So, and I'm Hosh, the host, and we got Els, and we got Crystal as our host as well tonight. I know I just said that, but usually I tell them to say it, but
You
It's
distracted.
all right, Hush. You get
That's
16. She got 16 phones sitting up here. She working the laptop and the mouse. Want to
She
go
a Mexican and a Jamaican.
It's the stuff going
Yeah.
on.
And it looked like the camera is sideways for some reason, though. I'm not liking the view on the camera, but I mean,
It ain't that stuff.
It ain't that.
you don't think so? I think it's sideways, but yeah. So moving from one relationship to a new one. Before we even talk about that, I had downloaded this video with my boy, and I like what he says, so I'm gonna play that.
Who likes people with a lot of baggage? Who signs up for a lot of baggage? Like, yo, you got a lot of baggage. Come over here. Yo, you got a lot of baggage. Like, no, like, who does that? No, I help people that do their life like that, but I don't put that in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Who likes people with a lot of baggage? Who signs up for a lot of baggage? Like, yo, you got a lot of baggage. Come over here. Yo, you got a lot of baggage.
Yeah, we can't hold your baggage and our baggage.
Right.
So let's get into the topic, though. So my thing is, with the moving from one relationship to the new one with the baggage. If you think about it, everybody has baggage.
Yeah.
Moving from one relationship to a new one, everybody has baggage. But it's about the toxicity.
It's about healing yourself.
My girl ain't on there. Can you fix this camera, please? Like, go behind that camera so all three of us can be on here.
Because I can barely see her. She over there with the things.
Thank you. So it's
Probably
about
push it back.
just pull it back all the way to the back.
As far as it can go.
It's on the charger too, so.
Yeah, it just got a good.
Is that good?
Oh, because it's on a charger.
Like this.
Yeah, turn it a little bit. Some more.
Yeah. She on
It's
there.
good
You
enough.
just can't see her. She in front of the
She got that little bitty ass.
Shut up.
Go ahead. They do it. So
No, go back to some.
I could say some people, not everybody, but people move from one relationship to the next relationship thinking that it's gonna be the same because they already so used to a certain type of relationship. So they feel like, okay, I'm gonna get with this person and he probably gonna do the same thing. But my thing is heal first.
Right.
And that goes back to mental and self-care because people jump into relationship to relationship to relationship with the baggage and they never fix themselves or heal themselves.
Right.
So it makes the situation worse and not, to me, worthy of a relationship.
So I totally believe that you should try to unpack your baggage before you jump in another relationship. Nah, that's so hypocritical because I definitely went from one relationship, one long-term relationship to a marriage. Like, so, but my significant other knew I came with baggage and he was willing to help me unpack my bags.
Okay.
So that's different. But most of the times my advice would be to definitely just like you get a detox from different foods and different, whatever it is that you're trying to detox from, it'd be like a body flush, a colon cleanse or whatever. You gotta do that when you are in a relationship with someone because that person is all in your whole energy, like for real. Like if y'all having sexual relations.
Mhm.
That person's all up in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They tendencies. You use their lingo.
Mhm.
You know, you find yourself liking some of the same things that this person likes.
You know, they style.
Right.
Mhm.
Like y'all know y'all merge. So if you're leaving that person, you don't want to take none of that with you.
Right.
You want to just release all of that. But oftentimes, more
It's
than
hard.
not, people don't take the time to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, I'm guilty of doing that, but it's something that's so needed. It's something that you need for your mental stability. You know, for your just your overall health and well-being. Like, you don't want to, and then you taking that baggage to next, then you're gonna accuse that person. Well, so and so did that. You must be doing this,
Mhm. Because it's a trigger.
right?
Yeah.
It looked like that.
Right.
It sound like that. You know, if it look like a duck, it walk like a duck,
Right.
quack like a duck. That's a duck.
Right.
Bag lady.
Period.
You know, it's it goes back to that old saying, and that was said when I was a teenager. You know, to get out from under one, you got to get under another one.
Mm.
You know, I never lived in that philosophy. You know, but a lot of people said that. You know, to get over one, you need to get another one. I don't want that. You know, I want to be having a clean slate. But even though you fix yourself, heal yourself, that doesn't mean that person that you get with heal their self.
Exactly.
And I noticed that it's a lot, and I hate to always bash men, but it's a lot of men, because I can only say that because I only like men. But I'm sure in, same-sex relationships, they go through the same thing. But from my experience, it's a lot of men that do not fix themselves because they do not want to be alone. So they jump to another relationship. And the bad thing about it is they jump and find a good woman and tear her down because of their trauma, their hurt, and that woman tried to make it feel like he's to feel comfortable. Like, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to, have a man in our bed having sex. I'm not going to, while you going out to go to work, I'm not going to have another man in our home, and it baffles me because it's a lot of people that do that. And I'm like, are y'all crazy?
Like have them right in the home?
In the home, in their bed. And I be hearing so many stories. I'm like, are y'all serious?
Yeah.
People do that. So it's so crazy. Me and my husband talk about all the time. Like, and I be looking like some of the stuff that he say, like, that he's experienced. I be like, that's an option? Right. They would think to do that. Oh, I want to raise like that.
Right. But I mean, it's a lot of women and men out there that bring other people where that woman can go and say, yeah, I was in your home. First of all, it's off the wall for you to cheat and another woman come and approach, or even a woman, because it's women out there that cheat and a man come and approach the man. So it's vice versa. It ain't no just men.
It ain't a lot of men approaching other men though.
Well,
it's more of the women. The men, to me, more they quiet. They're more quiet.
As the side
about
man.
as the side man. They move a little quieter than a woman will because women get in their feelings so quickly.
Very emotional.
And some men may do it too, but women, to me, I think do it
more.
Yeah. It's more women more. So when you moving out of one relationship to a new one with the baggage, it's just a lot. And I think people need to have more self-care and more self-worth for themselves before they do that, though, because I've learned the hard way, actually. So I know when I get into a relationship, I was in a long relationship, and then I got into another one a few years later, and it was like I didn't carry the baggage, but I did have it. I just didn't show the baggage. He showed his baggage before I showed mine. I didn't go there, like I didn't show my baggage, but it was like he had so much that it was like mine didn't matter at the time.
Right.
You know, it was like, damn, I mean, woo. And I felt like I know I had baggage because I allowed this person to come in my life with so much
Right.
baggage. So it was like I knew that I had a situation going on within myself to even allow this person to come in my circle
Right.
with so much baggage and not just like leave that alone immediately. You get what I'm saying? I felt like that was baggage.
Like trauma bonding.
Not trauma bonding. I wouldn't say trauma bonding because my trauma wasn't his trauma. His trauma wasn't mine. What he was going through. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I just felt like I shouldn't have got into the relationship at the time because I allowed somebody else's baggage to overwhelm me more than mine, and I had it. I just didn't ever let it out.
Okay.
So,
How about this baggage right here, where it ain't even your baggage, it's your parents' baggage,
Generational baggage,
and you trying to say, I'm gonna make this marriage work because I seen how my parents did it, and I don't want to be like that. You know, I want to make this work through thick and thin.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you sitting back saying, I need to leave.
So that was my thing. That was my thing. That was my prior relationship before I got married. It was a thing like I didn't come from a 2-parent household.
Okay.
You know, I had a stepfather, so it wasn't the biological mother,
Gotcha.
my biological father cohabitating, raising your children.
Right.
I didn't want like multiple baby daddies.
Right.
You know, it was a lot of things, stipulations I was looking for. I was looking for the hustles. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Cosby Show turned me out. So I was looking to be Claire, and I was looking for a Heathcliff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking for a Cliff and a Claire. It was Cliff and Claire. Like we the hustlers. We gonna make this work. We're gonna be together for 40 years, and you know, like we gonna grow old together. You know, high school sweethearts. You know what I'm saying? That whole situation. That was my thought process. But I was so caught up in that. I missed all the red flags.
Right.
I'm so caught up with not trying to replicate how I grew up,
right,
and end up replicating or how I grew up. It just took longer,
right?
You know what I'm saying, to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it was just like, wow, how we take things from our parents and we take their baggage,
right,
make it our baggage. You know, and then we get extra baggage. So it's just like, I got this old suitcase, you know what I'm saying, vintage. I got the vintage suitcase over here. You know what I'm saying? Then I got this new, you know what I'm saying, this new Louis Gucci bag in the front. You know what I'm saying? That's got back from Saks. You know what I'm saying? It's brand new. But it's all baggage to steal.
Yeah, I think women bring baggage when they got kids immediately.
Right.
If you got children and you in a relationship with your baby daddy or whatever, and then you get into another relationship, I think women and their children are a major baggage.
Men have children.
Men have children. Yeah.
I mean, they do, but we're talking about
you talking about
as
women.
Women.
Child is
as women, right? As women, we're bringing baggage like a mug to a man by having children already with baby daddies or baby daddy. Right. That's baggage because other men don't want to necessarily be a stepdad. They will, but they don't necessarily have to. So a lot of men look for women that don't really have children, even if they have children, because they not the ones with the children all the time. Right. When we going into the relationship, we got the children with us.
Right.
So
where the man he get to go see his child for the weekend, and then if he see the child for the weekend, let me say that. Right. But then he gets to go and be free, like he don't have nothing. So yeah, I get that. I get that.
That's baggage to me for us as women, bringing in our children in relationships, because it could be like you get with a guy and then you got sons, and your sons on some bullshit getting into it with your dude, and that's like bag. Don't touch my shit. That's baggage. You feel me? Yeah, ain't no need for that. Don't open my shit. So baggage is that's a lot of
sorry, y'all. She stopped in the middle of talking.
Yeah, I see somebody on that shit. Like, don't touch
my shit.
Don't touch that food. It's wrapped up.
Yeah, it's other shit. But yeah, so I think that us as women, we immediately, if we have children, we're bringing baggage by itself alone. I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna say this.
That's just my opinion.
So I'm gonna say this. With that being said, if you don't make it work or whatever happens between you and your children's father, should you then say, all right, I'm not going to be in a serious relationship, I'm just going to date, or I'm just not going to be in a relationship at all until I raise these kids, and then it can be for me. My life is for me. You know what I'm saying? I can get them to a certain point where then it's now,
Mama's turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
That situation.
But that's so unfair.
I was about to say, so you telling me
It's a question I
that so you saying no, I'm just saying, so you saying women do need, like me personally, I think women do need to focus on their children. If you're in a relationship, even if he ain't the daddy and you're in a relationship, focus on your children. Don't necessarily have to get into a relationship. Now, if you want to date, but the children should know nothing about your dating life,
right,
or none of that. That's nothing they should know. Should nobody be coming back to the house,
right,
or none of that. So if you want to have somebody in your life when you raise your kids out of getting out of another relationship, then yeah, but don't bring it around the children at all. You feel me? Until you feel that is gonna be something, because you bring in, that's being selfish by bringing man after man after man after man into bringing around your children when y'all just dating or having sex, and you bringing this man around your kids, and then that ain't working, and your kids done been like, oh, because some kids so sensitive because they ain't got no daddy in their life. Right. The first man they see, they like, okay, he gonna be my new daddy. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying, children think like that.
I agree. I don't think you should have nobody around your children that you aren't, that's not going to be a permanent staple in their life. Like, if it ain't their daddy, then you ain't for my kids, nigga, right, you for me.
Now, I remember when I was dating, I didn't play that. My son at the time was going over to grandma's house or go over his aunt's house. But I remember guys saying, I can't come to your house. No, you can't come to my house. That's his house. And they used to get mad. And that was my way to eliminate that person.
Out the bullshit.
Yeah, because why would you want to come to my son's home and you ain't trying to put a ring on it?
Because they want to play house.
No, you can't play house. I'm daddy and mama. At that time, I was daddy and mama. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it helped me to wing out certain people.
Well, they also be looking for a place that they can
stay.
And I think that's a red flag, though. That's another podcast. But anytime a man say, "Can I come over to your house?" cut him off, because that means that he don't got nowhere.
Right.
Because real men gonna invite you to their home.
Right.
And if he's a single man without a woman, then he's gonna invite you to his home. If he's interested, he's gonna invite you to his home at the end of the day. But that's another topic. Because women need to understand that anytime a man want to keep constantly coming to your house, or y'all going to hotels and shit like that, there's some other shit in the game. He got a woman or something. He don't have nothing. He living with his auntie, his mama, his cousins, his brother.
Be aware.
You get what I'm saying? So y'all got to be aware of that. But that's another
podcast.
That's a whole another podcast right there. But I do feel that us as women, we got to be careful, because women tend to get in relationships so quickly with men after men after men, and have them around their children, and then things happen to their children because they don't know these men. They just desperate for the companionship. Right. And that's the issue. That's what I don't like about a lot of women, that I don't hang with women like that or not like that, but I do know a few that do it. They get a relationship, and a relationship after relationship is nurses that you would think you smart, doctors, you smart, you a doctor, you a nurse. And why is you dealing with
something crazy?
It don't matter what.
Why is you dealing? I know, but it'd be like you would think that y'all wouldn't deal with a hustler, or y'all wouldn't deal with a man on the street because you're a doctor and you a nurse, and you your career, just anything, like any type of career that a woman has, and she's like in a position where she's getting money and she can't risk certain things. We should never get in relationships with drug dealers.
They brought that thug love.
She don't
Girl, fuck that thug love.
She don't value herself.
And I think I'm gonna read some questions in a minute, y'all. I see y'all questions coming in and y'all comments. I'm gonna read them in a second, but I just feel that we have to be very careful with that because men will fake it till they make it. Like they will tell you that they love you. They tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you want to hear. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Until they get into the situation with you and feel that they have you in that position, and then they will show their true colors. So us as women, we just got to be careful with who we choose and how we choose.
People got better choices. You got better choices.
Here's the thing: we're an older age,
right?
So we experience the regular dating and we experience this internet situation. Okay, these new women, please stop putting everything you do because
on the internet.
You have predators, and I call them predators.
They are.
You have predators that will get your name, research you, find out what you really want in life, and they will prey on that and make you think this is my king.
Yeah.
And really, actually,
on the internet,
you gave him all the information on how to dog you out and use you. That's my thing.
How you tied up in the basement?
Yes. Yes. And this jump in a relationship, that's why you're seeing so many things on the news where people killing the family. You know, be careful. You know, just be careful.
It's different.
This internet is different. This internet life is different.
You could be anybody on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
You could be anybody you want to be.
Rich.
You could be anybody you want to be on the internet. And these young folks put so much trust.
Yeah.
In the internet.
In the internet.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's another topic because we do get that and about the internet.
Right.
That is a whole. Oh man, I got some shit to say about that. But I think at the end of the day, as us as women, we need to figure out how to not bring bag lady.
Right.
How not to bring so much baggage into a relationship when we get into new relationships with men. So like for instance, if I'm with a man, yeah, absolutely. If I'm with a man for 11 years and I get into another relationship, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't remember bringing baggage, but with me having kids, I automatically brought the baggage.
Right. You might not even know.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Not saying that my children are baggage, but they are because they're my children. I'm getting into another relationship with this man, bringing my children.
It's extra responsibility. I'm not gonna call your kids baggage.
Right.
I'm not gonna call you. It's extra responsibility. It's extra responsibility
because I see your point, but then it's hard to kind of see your point because you got with someone that had children too. Right. So his children was baggage too because he brought his kids. Rather the kids was with them 24/7, like your kids was there 24/7. His kids still came and interact.
Yeah,
you know. So therefore, both of y'all had baggage. If y'all want to call y'all children baggage. But I'm feeling you. I like that word better. Is extra responsibility.
Yeah.
And if you, as a man or woman, do not want that extra responsibility, then you should not get with no one with children. However, how dare you say I'm not getting with a woman because your kids ain't with you 24/7? I'm not getting with a woman that don't got no kids, and you got crumb snatchers over here.
But
they do that though,
like that.
You know, and it's a lot of men that make another baby with that woman that didn't have no kid and didn't want to leave. And then now she all messed up. She all messed up, and she was without child. Now she with child, you know, and with headache for something years.
So,
Because it's past 18 years. I'm sorry.
He feel like he got you now because you don't
Yeah.
have you ain't had no kids.
Baby mama now.
You baby mama now. You ain't
baby
going nowhere.
mama.
So he gonna most definitely going. Why
And
you
he
pregnant?
can tiptoe back over there.
We just gotta. I'm telling y'all, all y'all young girls out here with no children, that's young. Don't have children with someone that you really truly don't know. You can't do that. You have to.
You don't know him until you had a baby.
If you have never seen no one at the absolute worst, if you haven't seen somebody at the absolute worst, you don't know them. You don't know what they're gonna do when they pressed up against the wall. You don't know how they're gonna react. You don't know what they survival mechanisms are. So just be very selective. You know, don't be rushing. Stop fucking these niggas.
And especially if you don't got no kids, don't get with a man with kids.
Period.
You know, and
especially if you don't never have his kids.
Right. And you can't say now, wait till he marry you, because he could marry you, get you stuck being married, and make a kid and then leave you high and dry. So it's that marriage stuff don't work anymore.
It's very single people.
And I was about to say it's people that's married actually that's single.
Right. Yes. Married and single.
Yes. So marriage don't necessarily mean that you're not single.
Exactly.
And that can be something where the man may work a lot. And you're doing everything, you're tending to everything. That's kind of single.
I
understand that he works a lot. Yeah, I know people that's truck driver, and that truck driver getting coochie on the road though. Them truck drivers most definitely getting that bed in that back area and all that. So
they got everybody in every.
And I ain't trying to be funny, ladies, but be wary of that. If y'all got a truck driver, husband or boyfriend, trust and believe.
Especially if he ain't bringing the money home.
He was definitely getting some of that cool. In the back of that truck in that bed back there. Because he is on the road. And then it's hookers and it's people at rest stops and that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? What does they call lot lizards?
Yeah, they real.
Yeah, so
they real?
Yeah, they real.
But what can we do? What would y'all say we could do to stop bringing the baggage? Like me personally, like I said, we automatically bring it with children. That's just my opinion. I don't care how nobody feel about it. I feel us as women, when we get into a relationship, after relationship, because maybe you in a relationship and you had a baby with the guy you was with for 7 years, then you got into another relationship, you was with him for 2, you had a baby by him, then now you in another relationship. Like that's a lot of baggage, and now that's 2 baby daddies that you got that you bring it with you for real.
See, the philosophy is when you play house, it's easy to make house. You know, and it doesn't necessarily, and I hate when you see other podcasts and men say, oh, this woman made a bad choice. No, she didn't make a bad choice. She got in a relationship. This guy sold her a golden ticket. She thought she had it. You know, they got together. And honestly, really, you really don't really know the person until that baby actually come about. And then that person shows all their true colors, you know, and now you stuck with this child. You know, God forbid, you know, it was a gift, you know, even though it came from hell, you know, because you realize, you know, that turned into hell. And now you stuck. And then you heal yourself. You become self-aware, heal yourself. You get in another relationship. Things happen. Get pregnant. Because hell, when I'm sorry. And if you can't handle it, I'm sorry that you can't handle it. But when you're laying in the bed with that warm body, y'all laying butt naked, you're rolling over, one sticking, one open, and it's going to happen. Ain't no thinking about half sleep and put this rubber on. No, it's going to happen, and then boom, you pregnant right there.
Yeah, that early morning sex.
before you
What,
face
little
it.
P?
Look.
We need to learn how to say no at the time. You know you ain't
And
on
you ain't
nothing.
saying no half sleep.
If you ain't on nothing, though, like if you ain't on no pills or none of that, like you can't. Y'all gotta have that
And that
understanding.
pill
Like,
don't work. That pill don't work.
I
Both of my
got 2 kids
kids
on
can't
birth.
birth control.
yeah.
And I tell my kids, y'all birth control, baby. Don't let nobody tell you your birth control because you can pop up pregnant. What my son do? He got kids.
She a elitist with the BC.
So let me read a couple questions. It say facts. You have to protect the children from all these men. They definitely get attached easily. Yeah, because children are different from adults. They're children. They want a 2-family. I don't know no children that don't want a 2-family household.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't, honestly. Like if you bring a man at, I know women that bring man at the 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 man, like to their household, and that is crazy to me. Like, and it's always some drama,
Right?
And then Cree said, "Children about is like my home or money. You don't need to know unless we locked in. Ain't no switching up."
Right.
Hey,
You
I
stuck
know
for
that
life.
When you got all the, you know what I'm saying, you got a security code, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then it say Jasmine. She said, married, homeless, or a hoarder. If you can't go to his house,
Right.
yeah, that's
Right.
I'm just saying that's a red flag for a woman, for a man to immediately say, "When can I come over?" or "Can I come over there?" Because he know you. Maybe he don't know if you got somewhere unless you told him. Like
You know,
got
he
your
know
home.
you got somewhere to stay. He ain't messing with you if you ain't got no home.
But you know what? With that question, it's now women are now, instead of the man coming to live with the woman, women are now going
Moving in
with
with
their
the man.
children, moving in with the
Moving in with
man,
the
and you
man.
be seeing a man kicking that woman and they kids out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. You know, I'm sorry. You got children and your children is with you 24/7. You better have a roof over your kids' head. You better not go and live with somebody else and put your kids in jeopardy.
It's a new breed of females.
You know, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And then she say money and common sense don't always go hand in hand. No,
No.
that don't mean nothing because you got no money at all.
Exactly.
That most definitely don't mean nothing. And then she said privacy is power. Absolutely. Like
you don't even know where I stay at.
Right.
Yeah, don't nobody need to know that.
I'll
Like,
meet you on this date.
Right.
I'll drive myself. You ain't gotta come pick me up. Don't worry about it.
I know back in the days I used to tell, hey, if you know where I live at, that means you special and don't come empty handed. You better have some juice. Some
Don't
shoes,
bring
some
nobody.
stuff. Don't bring nobody with you. And you better call because I'll shut the door right in your face.
I won't even come to the door.
you got to be careful inviting people to your house. And they say baggage is a personal responsibility. It is. That's what I was saying. Like, what can we do to not bring the baggage or show the baggage?
Right.
And say we have to deal with our baggage. Extra children are a blessing if the parents raise them right. Right. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't think extra children is a blessing, but I mean, it is what it is. That's
Tasha's just killing it. She said, I don't think it is just a blessing.
I mean, not saying it like that. It just be a lot. It's like they definitely judge single moms and create single moms in the same breath.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
what I was
crazy
gonna say.
what you just
Because
said.
a lot of stuff that y'all was saying, in my opinion, about women bringing the baggage with the kids the whole time, didn't that man leave you with the kids? I just feel like, I mean, it's not to bash men at all, but it's a lot of women in this world and a lot of stuff going on in this world because of men. A lot of women don't trust men because of men. A lot of women got babies and are single and don't have just them and their kids because of men. It's just a lot of stuff is happening to women. And then, of course, when it comes to baggage, we're going to go based off of how we experience this stuff in the world, which you shouldn't put that on the other person. But it just, can I trust you? Even though you shouldn't put that on the other person. But it just seemed like when you said, you give it this person, have a baby, didn't work out. Give it this person, have another baby, didn't work out.
Yeah.
So that's where I was coming from.
That's
I trust
a lot.
you. How come? That's baggage. And look at the baggage that I had. Look at me trusting you. Now look at me.
Right.
So
So how do you feel about
men?
relationships, like getting into a relationship and having baggage? Like,
How do I feel about it? Don't put that shit on me. I'm not that person.
Like,
we gonna have, as far as whatever issues that you had in the past with yours, the person you were with, and we together, and I never did nothing to you or made you feel that way, so you just assuming or just have an inkling of something. Don't put that shit on me.
Right.
I'm okay by myself.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is talk, have a conversation. I want to be at peace. You ain't about to put that baggage to have me, and I'm already chaotic or something, because there's other people with mental health issues in general too. So I'm already where I am. So what you're not gonna do is make that worse. So trust me, and I trust you. We just gotta.
Right. But a lot of women don't set boundaries.
Exactly.
They don't.
That's boundaries.
That's a boundary.
That's boundaries, baby. Yes.
Yeah, it's a boundary.
Yes, those are boundaries.
Absolutely. But you know, can I get an opinion since you walk past real quick?
Ooh.
Yeah, I want an opinion as a man. If a woman is getting into another relationship after another relationship, do you think her bringing her children is baggage? Be honest. Crickets.
Yeah.
Baggage?
I think it is because you are putting your kids in that lifestyle by introducing them to man after man after man. Okay. So now you're actually showing your kids that, especially if you got females, that it's cool to go get man after man after man after man because you've seen your mama do it.
Well, I'm just saying, not man after man, just period. Like,
you always got somebody.
You got children. Like, I'm bringing 4 children into a relationship with you.
So
that's maybe
baggage.
A woman did the work before she got into that next relationship. All the time.
Well, she's bringing the man into the relationship.
You can do work on yourself.
How often is she doing it?
Right. That's
true. You know what I mean? Like, is it every 5 niggas that come in? Like,
no. What she's saying is like, even that, the man after man. Yeah, that's baggage. What she's saying is
just having kids. Period. Getting into a relationship with another man that ain't the baby daddy. Is baggage. Bring in children.
You feel that it's baggage.
You feel that's baggage.
I mean, yeah, because the man got kids too, and it's gonna be baggage. And you gotta deal with them.
But he might not. Right.
It ain't about that. Everybody got kids, and if you get one that don't got none, you still got kids. He gonna have to deal with it. So yeah, it's baggage.
I know it. That's what I was saying.
It's baggage. Right. Because I gotta deal with it. I gotta deal with what you got going on over here.
So
welcome to your world.
So if y'all got kids. And y'all want to get a relationship, just focus on the kids, man. Don't even worry about bringing the kids in a relationship with the dude unless y'all know y'all gonna be together.
But then that's kind of
at least give it a year.
But what I'm saying is that's kind of like biased because, and the reason why I'm saying that, you cannot tell a woman because she took this golden ticket and it turned out to be shit. And she got a kid or 2 by that person. She done healed herself. Who are we to say she can't find love? Because that next man she get with might be the golden ticket.
Oh, I knew that was going on.
However, we have a lot of, and especially this generation now, and I hate to say generation because it's men our age that be talking some off the wall stuff. And I'll be looking at them like, how old are you? You know? But
some men don't grow up though.
No, they don't. But you can't say that they can't get with nobody if they got kids. They need to be more careful, more aware. Make sure that this person ain't gonna touch, they split tail, ain't gonna touch, they shaft. They gotta make sure that these things ain't gonna happen. They gotta make sure that this person ain't gonna beat they child. They gotta make sure this person ain't gonna beat them.
It's all kind of kids coming up dead because the boyfriend was watching the kids while the girlfriend was at work. Right. And you go to work on your shift and you come back, you ain't got no baby no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to be more selective. I think we too lax.
So because you want to be in love.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like, me personally? Like I was saying, I think to stop so much baggage bringing into the next relationships. Just folk, I think people don't need to get in relationships. If you have a lot of baggage, don't get into another relationship. I know way too many people, women that get into relationship, and they got so much baggage that they're bringing it in every relationship, and that's why they're in every multiple relationships, because of the baggage that they're bringing. And it's just not the children. It's what they feel that this other person is going to do that's the same as the other person. So because you in jump, so in every man that you're jumping are the same, because that's the kind that you are attracting.
Yes.
So it's going to continue to be like that until you start having self-care,
self-control.
Right.
Self-control.
When that little cooter start thumping, you gotta have some self-control.
Baby, I say get a nightstand drawer.
You gotta have some self-control. when you start feeling like you want a warm body next to you, you gotta have some self-control to be like, nah, you gotta occupy yourself with other shit besides dick.
Baby,
roses are red.
I stick with get a nightstand drawer. You be safe. You won't catch nothing.
What's in a nightstand drawer? Oh damn! What we talking about? What we talking about in that nightstand drawer?
But but for real, that's what it boils down to. For real, as women, we, you know what I'm saying, we get lonely.
Mm-hmm.
We, you know what I'm saying, we want some companionship. We want a warm body. You know what I'm saying? We want that on our booty.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never been thirsty for none of that. I sleep by myself. I'm just being honest. I'm in a marriage.
I'm not saying. Look.
I'm just saying that ain't that serious.
My present day now.
Some people
I'm evolved. Like it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I know a lot of women. I know a lot of
they
women
need a man
that they want that companionship.
That's baggage.
I seen my grandma and them had this. I want, you know what I'm saying, nigga, it was me. I want that. I want some consistency. I want a pawpaw. I want a husband like my pawpaw. You know what I'm saying? I want a husband like I seen love of my grandma. They was married for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? I want that.
But everybody's situation is different. Like, I've never been the type of person where I'm gonna want what I see another person get. No. Like even a relationship, even like anything. That's the issue, I think, with people. They see certain things and want it.
And don't really know.
They don't know the Kool-Aid.
You don't know.
Right. That's the problem.
You don't even know that Kool-Aid was made with salt. That they just presenting.
But you don't even know. You don't even know the work that it takes. You don't know that Kool-Aid take 24 months. You know what I'm saying, to get to the flavor.
3 years.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know what it go into it.
And you don't know how long.
For me, I seen old school shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like my grandma. This is my great grandma. Right. You know what I'm saying? And my great granddaddy. I seen them and how they loved each other. But they was young. They was when you know what I'm saying, when I was around them, they was older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was old. They was damn near.
I can feel what you're saying because
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like
my granddaddy passed away. I wanted.
I think that's my representation. Yeah. That's what you know what I'm saying? That's what was shown to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what's normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything else outside of that normal, you know? So like it is not saying I'm emulating them or I'm wanting to have something that someone else has. This was how I grew up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If your mama tell you, if you grew up with your parents and this is how you, it's just like, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. You go based off of the love.
That's what I saw growing up. That's how I was supposed to be. Like,
but you didn't. But you saw the love, but you didn't see the work.
Yeah, someone will come with that question.
Some parents are, as children, seeing that are respectful enough to not let you see the work.
Right.
Because you know sometimes.
I need the question. You got a question.
You think it's a disservice?
I think it's a disservice.
It is. And I will say it's a disservice because I didn't let my kids see the struggle. They seen when I said, "Mama, she made it happen." You know what I'm saying? And I wish that I made I said this last
You
week.
just showed
I
them
should have
how you
showed
made it
them
happen.
how I made it happen. I should have showed them that it was some days that I waited for them to eat, and after they ate, I ate what they didn't eat.
I understand that because TV shows, for example, or not even TV shows, just people in life that you know. Sometimes their kids are so fucking spoiled, but don't know what the mom is actually going through. It's a discernment.
It's a discernment.
Yeah.
You're not explaining life to your child properly.
So you give them a
You're not
false sense of
showing
security.
False sense of security. You're not showing
You're
that
not
child
preparing
that-
them for the world.
Yeah, so then that makes that child spoiled, arrogant, and gullible.
Right.
And then you
entitled.
Yes.
Entitled.
And you wondering why.
And you wondering why. But then some parents are aware, but just they can't because they saw.
Right.
Yeah,
But they let their kids. Some parents just love their child so much they don't. They be trying to keep them in the dark about shit, which is the dumbest shit ever. Why would you not tell your child something that is so important, maybe detrimental to their life?
But you don't know how important it is. You don't be aware. You're so, as a parent, you're so protective of your children that you're not aware all the time that I need to show them this lesson. I need you to know that sometimes we gonna have to have this motherfucking what I used to call, and I was having raised kids, survival kit. You need rice.
Right.
You need potatoes.
Right.
You need dry beans. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Like it's a
tell
survival kit.
Exactly. Make sure you have flour, sugar.
What you thinking?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm the comment said a lot of us want a strong leader and a husband, but they aren't trustworthy as a whole.
Right.
That's bringing baggage, Jasmine, because
but you gotta understand
you can't
that type
say
of baggage.
right. But I'm saying that's bringing baggage.
It is.
For
Because
her
you
point
want
of view,
that.
because no, because she's saying they're not trustworthy.
So that's
So
all
that's
insane.
bringing baggage because you're saying that you feel that
he's not
you
trustworthy.
want this and you want that, but he's not trustworthy. So you're going into a relationship basically feeling the way she feels.
Yeah.
And a lot of women feel how she feels.
Well,
and that is
that's
part
the
of
difference.
baggage. Because you automatically saying a lot is not trustworthy. But a lot of them may not be trustworthy, but that's not necessarily a fact.
So why, if you feel that they're not trustworthy, why even try? Why set yourself up for that?
Some
If your
people
thought
be
process is
But
that
that's
they're
not
not
saying that's
trustworthy,
That's the reason why they try is because they don't want to be alone.
you know what I'm saying? But you're consciously you know what I'm saying? Just being
That's what I'm saying. That's
You're
baggage.
saying in your mind that these niggas ain't trustworthy. But in the same breath, you're still trying.
Right.
Nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
If you don't feel that they trustworthy, then why try with that shit? Why you need to just be out here, you know, saying
So my thing is for her to say, and I'm sorry because Jasmine asked the question, but for her to say that means that person showed her a red flag, or she's, like you saying, bringing baggage from her past, saying men is not trustworthy, but the man she's with, she ain't gave him a chance. It could go both ways.
But she feels he's not trustworthy.
It could go both ways. It could go that he showed her and she should have left because that red flag shown, or she's bringing what the others showed that they wasn't trustworthy.
What she said.
But this new one, she didn't give a chance because she's like, oh, he ain't trustworthy.
They all the same.
They all the same.
Yeah. But with that being said, ladies, with that all being said, we're all on helping our older and younger ladies to heal themselves.
Yeah.
What is the solution?
That's the question.
What is the solution? Because we're saying, you know, mental health and self-care.
You have to be real with yourself that you actually need the fucking mental health.
Okay.
It's nothing wrong with having a therapist. I got one. I got her on my phone right now.
Right.
You know, so it's like you have to be. We don't be honest with ourselves. We don't be honest with ourselves.
Do you think that the African American households believe that they still have that belief that I don't need therapists?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And that's the reason why we have so many African Americans that is mentally ill. The nice word.
I just think that we don't, you know what I'm saying? We lack the understanding that this is something that we need to work through. And so over generations, everything been swept up under the rug. And we not aware that you can't sweep everything under the rug.
Yeah,
you gonna have shit under the rug,
right?
You know what I'm saying, that you stepping and tripping up over because it's hot.
I do think that the African American community, or whatever you want to call it,
right?
I do think that they are starting to understand because a lot of more people are actually showing prime example what mental illness is
right.
to the African American
Right.
community. And if you can't, and as just a person in general, if you can't see that that's an actual thing and an issue, that's within you. Because how come? Why? I just don't understand how people don't understand mental illness. Would you normally do that? No, they're not doing that just to do it.
So,
but they might be
right. So we have a question, real quick, from the men to the ladies. Go ahead with the question.
Okay, we touched on emotional support and being there for one another. As a man, we're expected to support you women as emotionally when you go through the roller coasters that you guys encounter. How, as women, in the midst of y'all ride through y'all emotional roller coasters, help a man who's dealing with his own emotional roller coasters to because as men we feel like we always helping, but when we need help we feel like we weak.
So what's
because the question is how do you approach being there emotionally and mentally, because we talk about mental health,
right?
How do you plan on how do you help the person that your significant other that you chose deal with their emotional issues that you might not necessarily understand?
So
let me go. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
So
we all got a question.
Let me understand this. So you're saying as a man, you already have your emotion and mental situation going on. So us as women, you want to know how we could come into the relationship with you as one and help you with your mental. I'm going to tell you like this. If you got a mental problem, you want me to help you with your mental shit, and I got some too, baby, it ain't going to work, because I got to work on mine and you got to work on yours. And if it's pertaining to where we bumping heads because you got your issues in that relationship and I got my issues and you want me to work on your shit and I got my own, that's a problem, because we got to work on it together. I can't help you work on your shit because you got some mental issues and I do too. When I'm bringing baggage in, you bringing baggage in. Shit, what? That's the issue. Like, why do y'all always want us to help y'all? We got shit too. We need help. We want our help too. We mental. We got a lot of shit going on too. So you want me to help you with your shit too? Like, that ain't fair. That's not fair. That's just me, my opinion, period. Like, I feel that it's not fair for us as women to have to help the men with their mental as well as ours. Because y'all don't help us with ours. Y'all want us to help.
Who said that?
I'm saying certain men.
Who said a nigga don't help?
I'm just saying, I'm saying certain
from your
men.
personal perspective.
Certain men don't help us with ours, but they feel like we gotta help them with
theirs.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, it's look. Okay, so if I'm gonna regurgitate what you said. Men are always expected to help us as women on our emotional roller coasters that we have.
Yeah.
You're like, listen what I'm saying, Hush.
This is what he said.
You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure I'm here. I'm asking for clarity, make sure I heard it correctly. Men are always expected to help women when we go on our emotional roller coasters or whatever that we're going through. But you want to know how, as women, do we help support men when y'all go on y'all
roller coasters? Right.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this. If the man is communicating with you that you know that he's on an emotional roller coaster or not, is one thing that needs to be in play, because no one is a mind reader.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be communication.
So the great minds think alike.
Listen what I'm saying, between the man and the woman. Now, if the man is communicating with the woman and he's on this particular emotional roller coaster, I'm not going to say that the woman is always going to be emotionally available, because we are emotional creatures and we dealing with our own shit. Sometimes our own shit is louder to us than y'all shit.
But what happens if I go find somebody else who willing to listen, and then you mad at me for going to an outlet because you're unemotionally available, and there's other people that's emotionally available to counteract?
That's
Okay,
okay. That's
so
your
see,
okay.
don't run back.
It's
Y'all
about
done wait a
to
minute.
go down.
I was not finished.
Let Elle finish.
Because in the midst of what I was saying, damn Sam wanted to throw me a curveball.
Right.
So what I am going to say now is if you are in a relationship with a woman and you are not willing to work through these uncomfortable situations when you don't feel she's supporting you, and you're not able to verbalize to her that she's not supporting you, and you guys reach a certain understanding, then you need to go ahead and go with that other motherfucker that wants to listen to you any goddamn way.
Because that grass ain't gonna be green.
No, nobody said the grass is greener, but it's understanding how we have dysfunction in the middle of a relationships as men and women, because women are always have certain expectations for us as men, but we have to sit back and take what's left, and we have to accept what you choose to give us.
We have to deal with it.
But we gotta do the same thing.
It's
right. I'm not saying it's vice versa.
It's
Because at the end of the day, if you telling me that I'm in a relationship with you and you haven't told me, because like she said, we're not mind readers. So you're not telling me that you're got this multiple, you got this issue that you want me to listen to, and so you're gonna go to the next woman that got way worse issues than me, because you don't know until you get
but
in there.
He's only dealing with her
You can't.
anyway. He's
But he going to the next woman.
He's not looking for that.
But wait a minute.
with-
She said that she went to the next woman. Wait a minute, y'all. You going to the next woman. She don't know your bull crap. She don't know the crap that you taking me
Because y'all dealing
through.
with representatives.
You're going to talk to somebody that's only seeing the honeymoon stage. Because when you first get with somebody, whether y'all talking as friends or whatever, you always have a honeymoon stage. Let me make that clear to everyone. You always have a honeymoon stage. And where I know you, because we've been together for a while, and I done got your bullshit, you done got my bullshit, you done got my good shit, I done got your good shit. She only seeing the good. So she said, oh, she wrong, because you going to pillow talk about me. So now you done not only messed up and went to go talk to another ear, you messed up because you done talked to that other ear and you done told that other ear about Safe Song. So now Safe Song is being told, but Safe Song don't know about that other ear. And so that other ear gets some feeling and, oh, I want him. She go find Safe Song and start some commotion. And that's when all hell breaking loose, because everybody finna die.
Right, exactly. But what the whole
right, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me talking about you gonna go to another woman and let her get your ear. That's the problem with men.
That's not even it. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing boils down to is that if he feel like he got to go somewhere else, it's not no communication going on between them two.
Right.
But
it's not no communication going on.
As a man, we're expected to read between the lines. Like, our women don't always communicate to us what they're going through. They expect us to just see that they have a shitty look on their face. They just have different things going on. But as men, our significant others might have an inkling of what we going through, whether your business is in order, whether your family is dysfunctional, whether you're going through other different type of things, and y'all expect us to understand what y'all going through. When do y'all put the understanding into us? When we all realize, like, okay, this nigga got a bad pack, this nigga job fucking.
It's where the mind stays.
But aren't aren't you asking us to do the same thing for you? That
Exactly, but that's all I'm asking for is reciprocity. Because if we got to do it for women, why can't a woman take a time from her and her emotions to try to come and be over to help a man?
You're complaining about you not being a mind reader, and you're supposed to look at a woman's face and see that she has something. But we're supposed to do the same thing for you.
Yes,
but
if
that's something that bothers you that a woman does, shouldn't you show her something different? So she can give you what it is that you motherfucking need.
I had never heard y'all say that y'all give a nigga something different to make him be acting different for y'all.
I say this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this.
I just do what y'all do.
The key element of what you're saying, right? Because everything you saying is vice versa.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. It's gender neutral.
But really, the key element of what you're saying is communication.
Yeah.
That's the key element.
Exactly.
If
even
both
in the midst
parties
of your
are not communicating, because I can read your facial expressions because I'm a sensitive person. So I can read your face, but that doesn't mean when I'm like, baby, what's wrong? And you tell me, no, ain't nothing wrong. Then hell, you can't get mad at me because I asked you because I read your expressions or I read your body language. And if a man do not tell you, oh, ain't nothing wrong, then what do you expect me to do?
But the woman the same person. When a nigga say, what's going on, baby? You be like, crickets.
Nothing.
You might not say nothing. You might just be like,
and then she can't fault you.
And that's why I said
she can't fault you.
It's communication.
She can't fault you for not doing
something
that she wants you to do.
I'm gonna say
but
this.
if you don't say nothing, you can't get nothing.
Right. A closed mouth don't get fed.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Squeaky wheel, get the oil, boy.
I'm gonna be real with you. Don't expect
all
me.
niggas ain't allowed to squeak because when niggas squeak, we call bitch ass niggas.
Well, don't expect me as a woman to know what you're feeling in your mental if we're not communicating it to each other. I'm not gonna know that just by your look. Because if your look and your body language is saying something, I'm one of them people. I'm gonna be like, "What's good with you? You good?" And you say, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah,
I'm going about my business.
But what
you can't expect me to automatically assume that you got a mental issue going on, and I'm supposed to sit there.
But if you care about somebody,
you gotta be honest.
But I got a question though. If women are not always honest about their feelings,
men aren't
exactly. We're gonna just. I'm talking from my perspective because yes, y'all can say y'all can use my words against me, and I would not argue with you.
Gotcha.
I'm talking from a male perspective. If I try to talk to you about if I'm not a great communicator, and you know that, I'm not good at communicating. So if I'm not good at communicating when everything's good, what makes you think when my life is upside down, I'm going to become a better communicator? So as a woman, it seems as if like
ask me to.
So as a mom, because as women, y'all willing to do anything for your children, but for your mate, you got lines in the sand where I won't cross this, I won't do this, but yet the mate is there for you when your kids ain't.
What's the mother or mate?
But see, with that question saying there, I'm gonna step on this right here. With that, what you just said right there, it all depends on that person.
We got other questions.
You get what I'm saying? It all depends on that other person, but.
It's only supposed to be one. It's supposed to be one question for the ladies, not multiple. But what's the other question?
What's the
other question? We ain't scared.
Bring it on.
Because each of us had one, but
ask
them. We gonna get them through.
Okay. So.
But that ain't fair. We don't want mass questions. But go ahead.
It's okay. Answer your question.
I'm gonna make my question simple.
You good?
You good?
Okay, go ahead.
So, what core values guide your actions and decisions in a relationship?
What core values guide them?
Your actions and your decisions.
Core values. So, you mean how I was raised?
Mic drop.
You mean how I was raised? Do you even know what the fuck it means? But yeah, you mean how I was raised? You mean?
Core. I mean what I just said.
So if you saying how my core values determine how I treat a person in a relationship,
I didn't say nothing about treating a person. I said what core values guide your actions and decisions in a relationship?
Oh, well, shit. I mean, I'm just going to say my core values. If I'm thinking what a core value is, I'm going to have to look at that. But if I'm thinking what a core value is you saying the way you was raised is what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna look it up. Somebody look that shit up. But yeah, so listen. My core value. Let me finish. So my core value, I would say, will show me to not judge people. I would say judge a person and bring my baggage into another relationship.
You don't understand the question.
Okay, well, give me the definition.
The principle and the beliefs that guide an individual actions, decisions, and relationships, or the actions and principles of an organization. That's core values.
An organization or a person?
It's the same organization. I just read you what it means. It could be either. You want me to
what
read
the organization got to do with?
It just happened in there, babe. It happened in there. But
again.
It say the principles and the beliefs that guides an individual's actions, decisions and relationships, or the actions and principles of an organization.
So the action and principle of this, you disregard that.
You can disregard the organization. It's talking about the relationship.
What guys
Listen, go ahead and go there.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can answer that question. The core values of me is I took some things on that I seen my parents do, and I took some things on that I wanted different, right? And when I got into my marriage, I made sure that I tried to communicate with that person. However, you do learn from your other spouse little things. Y'all take on different habits. And I can tell you that my spouse taught me how to be silent. Where my mother didn't play that. You wake up, you say good morning to everybody. You know, whether you mad or not. You get what I'm saying? So he taught me to be silent, where I could walk around the house and not speak, because he did it to me. You get me? So I then had to look back and say, Crystal, this ain't you. This ain't how you live. So I try to communicate, and I try to point out to him, like, hey, you're not communicating. Hey, I need you to talk to me. Hey, what we doing? You know, because I like to make decisions. I like to make moves. You know, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know that I know that you know that I know that we know. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when that don't go, everything ain't functioning right. So everybody is chaos when everybody don't know what needs to be known. You know, if you're not communicating with me, then how can the hell can I communicate with you? You know, so even though I may have core values of wanting a communication relationship, a loving relationship, you know, me being the feminine and he's being a masculine, and he's loving on me and I'm loving on him, it takes two. And then when the two don't come into sync, then that core values go out the window for me. You know, I don't know about nobody else, but you can't have core values in a relationship if both people are not in sync.
Right, reciprocity.
Because he might not get them.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was just saying that my spouse taught me how to walk in silence.
Right. I was saying it right when I said I had from my mom. Like I was talking about my mom. That's what. Yeah, go ahead.
So, core values, I would say. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna say honesty.
Everybody,
say, that's something that did with me, because I didn't have that in my prior relationship. Honesty is big for me. Don't lie to me. Right. Don't lie to me, because that's a trigger. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to get in the position where I feel I have to lie to you.
Right.
I want to be honest with you. I want to tell you, I was late getting home because I stopped at the thrift store and my squirrel started squirreling. I was in there for about 45 minutes and I ain't buy shit, but I was just there. Huh? And be good with telling you that and not feel guilty.
Right.
You know, I want to be able to be honest with you and tell you, I don't feel like cooking tonight. Mm-hmm. because I had a fucked up ass day and I just want to sit in my room and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And not feel away because I want you to view me in a particular light. I just want to be able to be honest and don't feel guilty about being honest. That's a major thing for me.
Well,
can I ask the other?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
All right, my question is, I'm asking for advice.
Right.
Okay. How can a man? What advice would you give a man if he wants to be in love with you, and so that means he got you kind of like elevated on the pedestal, elevated, and you do something that's kind of questionable to him, and he brings it to your attention, and you kind of blow him off like it's nothing, but it's something to him.
I mean, how major is it?
I mean, I think they go back to what y'all talked about, the baggage.
No, hold on, I want them to answer. It may not be major, but I'm just saying.
So you saying that you want to love me, right? But you see me do something that threw your love from loving me off?
No.
Look at you differently.
No, I'm just saying something that might throw off the communication aspect because
not that you stop loving me, but
no, not that you stop.
It kind of triggers something too.
But you said wanting to love, so that means you ain't there yet.
No, he's saying he wants to love the woman, but the woman probably ain't there yet.
No, she's probably there too. But I'm saying, what advice would you get at man, on how to handle that situation if the communication kind of got jarred a little bit because of your action and he brought it to you, but you kind of played him like, you know what I'm saying?
I could only say that, personally, I could only say that y'all both need to sit down. If it's care for both parties, y'all, how long y'all been knowing each other?
For years.
If it's care on both parties, you should be able to go to your partner and say, "Hey, I really need for us to sit down and we need to have a heart to heart." You get what I'm saying? And not cut each other off. Let her speak and then she let you speak. When it becomes that point of, y'all cutting each other off, nobody is hearing. They're just responding.
So that's your advice to the men?
That's my advice, that, if that's a person that you need, that you really care about and they really care about you, you should be able to go to that person, man or woman, and say, I need to have a heart to heart.
My advice is
you gotta definitely if it was something that mattered to you,
right?
You definitely, and if she blew you off, you have to
bring it back up.
Bring it back up,
right?
You can't just can't
ignore that.
You can't ignore that.
Love me for me.
I know that you. I know that you thought that this was a situation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big situation, but it means something to me. I need you to hear me out when I say what I say.
That bothered me to a level.
I got something for y'all, because we about to get up off of here. Love me for me, because y'all be picky as fuck. And any little thing somebody do when it comes to men, that's my advice. Quit always looking for the woman to be perfect, because y'all don't be perfect. Right. It be man situations and man shit going on, but y'all act like y'all be the perfect shit. So my thing is, don't expect certain shit so much. Like, out of women, ain't nobody fucking perfect out here. So that's my advice. Quit thinking that I'm supposed to be perfect. It don't matter how long we've been together. It don't matter. It don't matter how long we've been together. Don't expect me to be perfect for shit because you seen something. Okay, we gonna communicate about it. And if you okay, I threw it off. So I said brush it off. Okay. So what you gonna do to show that you the leader and you want to have a conversation and know how to talk to me like a leader and tell me, okay, I didn't like how you brushed that off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem with you coming at me and saying that to me versus me assuming that you think I brushed it off? I might not have brushed it off. You just assuming that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all be assuming shit too quick. For me, But when it comes to men, if you ask
but that's a double-edged sword, though.
Women
Right?
do too. I'm just saying, women do too. So love me for me. So if you felt like I brushed that shit off, come and talk to me about it so I can know. It seems like y'all men want women to be mind readers. We not mind readers. We don't know.
But listen, can I say this? But sometimes
That's-
if we brush it off, if the female brushes it off and we go back and ask it again, and the way she brushed it off, her attitude might have been the same as when you reapproach it. Like,
well, don't hurt
my
my.
It might not mean as much to me as it do to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of shit that mean a lot to us don't mean the same to y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm
And that's what
saying?
me and my wife talk about. It's like
That's
the
good.
scales. Like men
So,
have a different scale.
she might say, well, if it bothers you, I'm sorry that it bothered you that way.
But
Right.
I don't really care about that shit for real. But because it means something to you, maybe I'll give a bit more attention to that shit.
Right.
But
That's
me
good.
in
But it's
general,
all about
I don't give a
communication.
fuck about it. But because you give a fuck about it, I need to figure out how I can do
I
it.
like
and
that.
and right,
I
that's
like
the same way we have to be as men. So that's the common ground, because it's each us opposite sexes. We have to
Chris
acknowledge
said,
the
no
fact.
one is perfect. I agree.
Reciprocity, like we got to be willing to love on the motherfucker when they ain't perfect and when they ain't doing
Oh,
everything
my
we want to
God.
do, because we are expected to love on a person even when we're not at our best. And I think that's both sides.
Right.
When we talk right now, we're having open banner, but it's universal.
Right.
You can spin these words for men and women, and they're both valid points. No one's trying to argue. No one's
I got
points
somebody
with it.
ignorant on the line, but anyway.
But what's wrong with us thinking y'all perfect?
No, but what I'm saying is
that a bad thing?
No, what I'm saying is men tend
It set y'all up.
men tend to pick and choose the littlest shit to be unattracted to or feel that they got a problem with. Is what I'm saying. Like that's just all I'm saying.
Don't get mad at a man because they think y'all perfect. We're not stupid. We're not saying
Nobody's perfect.
Y'all are.
Nobody's
Y'all
perfect.
can't make no mistakes. But don't get mad because that perfect to us may not be
More than what
perfect.
we
From,
ever
hold
really-
on, let me finish. Perfect from the traditional sense of not making no mistakes. Perfect can mean that
It's her for
we
you.
looking at you in a high esteem.
Right.
Above.
Okay, so what did she do so bad
I don't know.
that you felt like you didn't like and you wanted that advice? Okay, we out of here, man. We gotta get out of here.
Because I mean, you can go on and on.
We about to get out of here because
You stuttering.
I feel like love me for me.
You
So
stuttering.
it's a lot of shit men do that we don't like, and we won't say a goddamn thing. We'll let that shit ride. But every little
we ain't going
thing.
back and forth. We just trying to get educated.
Clarity.
I want to.
I say,
we don't want
all of this is communication. That's the key element.
Right. It's a beautiful thing.
We don't always want the hard side.
If we don't
It's hard
communicate,
for us to shut that off, though. To be honest with you, if you have a woman that has children and is a single mother and has always been a motherfucker to just get the shit and make shit happen, it's very hard to shut this shit off.
Right.
But why did you sign up?
What do you mean?
Why did you sign up?
For the relationship?
I'm saying, yeah. If
Shit don't always work out.
Hold on, but I'm saying, why did you sign up if some things is just this and this and that and that? You signed up because you wanted something better. So if you get something better, then you got to know that comes along with it too.
So I don't like how my husband looking in the back, but I don't like how he looking.
Did I say that right, Sam? Did I say that right?
I just sat here and told you that it's not that we don't want to be like we want to be this way, like we want to be living in our masculine energy and be all that shit. I said it's hard to shut it off.
Right.
I didn't say that we don't want to shut it off. I said it's hard to shut it off.
Deal with me,
because I tell you this.
Love me for me.
With my marriage, my whole thing is I'm gonna tell you what I need done. And if you don't get it done because I've been the hustler in my family, I'm gonna do it. Don't get mad when I do it. And it's a lot of, from my experience, let me say this. It's a lot of men that pussyfoot around. And my thing is, when I tell you I want to get it done right then and there, I ain't trying to be your mama. I'm being your wife. And I want this put up. You don't do it? Okay, let me go do it. Don't get mad that I went to go do it.
But
So
some
if you
feel
gonna
like
do
that
it,
might make that man feel some type of way because I was gonna do it for you.
I didn't know it was a timetable. I didn't know it was a timetable. You asked me to do something.
I was gonna do it for you. I was gonna do it for you, right? But I didn't get it done as fast as you wanted me to do it. So you're not patient enough to wait this extra little bit of time for me to do this for you. Then that makes them feel some type of way,
right?
But women have little patience when it comes to somebody emotionally supporting them.
What? Say it again.
Women have little patience for motherfuckers who ain't emotionally supportive of them in the moment.
That ain't true. That ain't true.
Men
That's
men are not always honest about the emotional support that they need.
They want us to read.
No, I'm talking about as far as when we're there for you. On the vice versa, when a woman needs emotional support per se, right, and they need it right then and there. When they're not accommodated the way they feel as if they need to be accommodated, there's an issue where, like you said, because sometimes when people get inside their feelings, people hurt people. So when people are hurt, they tend not to be able to be effective communicators. They tend not to be able to express themselves fully because they're in the middle of feeling a hurt and being able to describe it to themselves, let alone talk to another motherfucker who, because as men, we're not trained to talk about uncomfortable shit.
Okay, well, we don't want to hear that question then. So at the end of the day, we about to get out of here. We're about to get that question. We don't want to hear that. Then we about to get up off of here and love me for me. So if you feel that your woman,
it's all right.
I did it. You asked me. I got it.
If you feel that your woman is not giving you the emotional support,
leave her.
I'm saying, well, you said you're gonna go get another one.
No, I'm asking. I'm like, what's the options?
What I'm saying is you need to talk to her. If you cannot communicate with your lady, then y'all shouldn't be together. Y'all should be able to communicate to each other.
It don't necessarily mean that they should be together. It means if y'all can't communicate, carry y'all tails and go get counseling.
Y'all need a third party to help y'all communicate better. Y'all need a mediator. Y'all need a buffer. You know what I'm saying? So someone
it's not always breaking apart.
Don't have
go get help.
The man just go do.
Each person needs to say.
Like I said when I was answering your question, if when you want to communicate with that person and both of y'all talking and that person y'all both yelling at each other or just over talking each other, that means y'all not listening. Y'all just responding. So therefore, sometimes you need a mediator to say, "Wait a minute,
yeah, y'all." We got to be out of here, man.
All right.
My husband looking at me in the background.
Like, let's go.
What we talking about don't have shit to do with us. At the end of the day.
All I say is
love me for me.
Say the
disclaimer.
Tune in.
Men hijack Women's Wednesday.
Tune in. Yeah. Tune in on Friday for Day-to-Day Podcast. Men Mondays, Sunday new music from King David and all that hosh, and Women Wednesdays. And next time we only want one question from the men. I don't want nothing about no core values and all that. I don't want to talk about that. But anyway,
bye y'all.
So we bye y'all. I can't wait to ask them some shit they don't know what the fuck it means.
I know that.
They're gonna have to look the definition.
I'm gonna try my best.
Don't give me no questions that y'all ain't even look up the definition for. Don't do that shit no more. At the end of the day,
y'all looking like a deer. Y'all all.
I know. I was like when I started saying, because I'm thinking a core value is from where you raised up. That's what I said. It's from what you see and how you was raised. But it was too deep for me. I'm like, core values. I don't want to talk about that.
Apple
core. They telling me bye. Cause I got my twin want to get up because she got to use the bathroom, y'all.
Hey, you talking too much.
So we out of here.
Since you want my business out there, we gonna
don't get up,
big
booty Judy.
We gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later.
Yeah, we out of here, y'all.
Uh.
Ain't nobody on this. On high.
I'm the boss, so be cautious. I make it blood in the club, homie. My style.
Deal with you out
I'ma keep ballin'. I'm the boss of all bosses, so be cautious. I make it flood in the club, homie. My style awesome. I got your bitch seasick when she see chips that I'm tossing. It's nothing to a stunner, baby. I'ma keep ballin'.
Got my poker face on, please watch your hand. I'm from the city where anybody can get it, quit playing. Keep Cardi's on my face so I can watch the shade. More money, more problems, I'm used to hate. V6, 8160 on the dash. Mercedes, baby, I'm the leader of the new class. If you ain't talking money, I can really hear you clear. My shooters is magicians, they'll make you disappear.
I'm the boss of all bosses, so be cautious. I make it flood in the club, homie. My style awesome. I got your bitch seasick when she see chips that I'm tossing. It's nothing to a stunner, baby. I'ma keep ballin'. I'm the boss of all bosses, so be cautious. I make it flood in the club, homie. My style awesome. I got your bitch seasick when she see chips that I'm tossing. It's nothing to a stunner, baby. I'ma keep ballin'.
I'ma keep ballin'. This message red like record. I'm thrilling like Mike. Shit, I'm about this like Joy. Get that coupe and I push it. Get a bad bitch, they push it. Fuck the right in the Mercedes. She was going horses like Porsches. I'm going crazy, I crazy. Going on track, I just torch it. I'm just ballin', I'm going crazy on this beat. I scotch torched it. Money out fucking day until the house looks so gorgeous. I'm a big boss, man. I know you broke, niggas can't afford it. Yeah.
I'm the boss of all bosses, so be cautious. I make it flood in the club, homie. My style awesome. I got your bitch seasick when she see chips that I'm tossing. It's nothing to a stunner, baby. I'ma keep ballin'. I'm the boss of all bosses, so be cautious. I make it flood in the club, homie. My style awesome. I got your bitch seasick when she see chips that I'm tossing. It's nothing to a stunner, baby. I'ma keep ballin'.